Instead of inheriting a trust fund, these next two young men inherited their father's love of this business. Please welcome the sons of the $1 Million Man, Ted and Brett DiBiase.
Wow, look at all of these people. You know what? Let me tell you about Brett DiBiase.
Whoa. What are you doing? This is Dad's night, man. This is about Brett.
Understand, but I mean, Dad's getting inducted to the Hall of Fame tonight. You got your first match tomorrow at WrestleMania.
True.
This is my opportunity to tell the world about me.
No, Brett, this is the biggest night of Dad's career. This is the Hall of Fame. Didn't you prepare a speech?
You know what? I don't even know what to do anymore. I mean, what do you want me to say now?
What are you talking about? Look, do this. Tell a story. Tell a story about when you were younger. I don't know, Brett. Talk about your daddy doll. You remember your daddy doll?
Yeah.
The wrestling buddy? And you always called it your daddy doll, but I was like, that can't be our dad. His head's not big enough.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the ones we would pull the white couches aside, we'd wrestle with them, but you would always dress up like Scary Sherry and put on Mom's makeup.
Well, that's embarrassing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be here tonight. Tonight, the Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame, will receive one of the most charismatic, talented superstars, and without a doubt, the greatest villain this company has ever produced. Thank you. But also, the Hall of Fame will receive a good man, and a man that I'm very proud to call my father.
My father was always a man of principle. I remember, especially one night as a young man, my father sat me down. He looked me right in my eyes and he said, "Son, there's only three things that I despise: a liar, a cheater, and a thief. And of course, the poor." I'm just kidding. But he told me, he said, "Son, as long as you can stray from those things, you'll always be a good man in my book." But the most important principle my father taught me that related a lot to his career was all about respect and earning that respect. He always had this saying, "A man is only as good as his word." And that's the example that he left for us.
You know, thank you. I don't have enough time to tell you all of the great things about my father. I wish I did. He's an amazing man. But I will tell you this, the success and the talent that my father had as an in-ring entertainer is undeniable. He's a legend. The character, the $1 Million Man, will forever be cherished, forever remembered by fans all over the world. My father loves this business with all of his heart. He has more passion, more respect for this business than any man I know. It's in our blood. And I'm proud to carry this on, to carry on the DiBiase legacy. The thing I'm most proud of, though, is the man that my father has become. A man of character, a man of principle, and a man of integrity. So, Dad, we are so proud of you, and we love you so much. thank you for everything you've done for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our final inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2010. A man who says if you think money can't buy happiness, you don't know where to shop. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Everybody's gonna pay. That's the $1 Million Man. Always, it's his way. Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1 Million Man. And you will be. Just like American Express, I never leave home without it. There you go. Wow. What a night. What a flood of emotion and thoughts going through my head. But you know, I have to admit, and I guess as the $1 Million Man, I hate to admit that there are some moments in time and some things in life that you just really can't put a price tag on. And for Ted DiBiase, tonight is that priceless night. To be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame is to be set apart and to be recognized by your peers, by your colleagues, those you work the closest with, putting their stamp of approval on you and saying, hey, you're one of our best. And regardless of what field of endeavor you're in, I don't think there's a greater honor that can be bestowed upon you. And so tonight I am very honored, as well as very humbled, to join a long line of inductees that have gone before me, who have been legends in this industry. So for that, I'm very humbled. And I have so much to be thankful for and so much to be grateful for. And you know, there's just so many things that go through your mind, so many stories. So I'd like to share a story with you tonight. How many of you, I wonder, have ever said, man, that story is just too good to be true? That's a story I'm going to share with you. About a guy who in 1987 had already put 12 years of his life in hard work into trying to become the very best at what he was passionate about, becoming one of the best wrestlers he could possibly be, following in his own father's footsteps. And this guy had seen his share of sleepless nights, thousands of miles, and worn out 2 or 3 cars. Slept in many less than glamorous hotel rooms. Ate a lot of truck stop meals. Wrestled in a lot of relatively no-name towns who looked best when they were in your rearview mirror, if you know what I mean. And then one day the phone rings, and it's the WWE. And the next thing you know, this guy is on a plane, sitting in first class, headed for New York. He lands in New York, and a long black stretch limousine picks him up and takes him to the headquarters of the WWE in Stamford, Connecticut. And there he meets with the powers that be, with the brass, the brain trust of the WWE. And they said, Ted, we've got this idea, and we think you're the guy for the job. You see, Ted, there's one thing that everybody hates, and that's a guy that's filthy rich and who by virtue of his wealth thinks he can buy anybody. Looks down his nose at everybody. And I kind of chuckled and said, you know, I hate that too. He said, you see, if you agree to do this, Ted, in an effort to market this character, we're going to fly you all over the world first class. You're going to have limousine service everywhere you go. Every time you walk out a door, there'll be a limo there to pick you up and take you where you need to go. You'll stay at the finest hotels. It was a tough job. Somebody had to do it. And they said, we believe that in you we can create one of the most hated villains we've ever had. And I shook my head and I said, yes. All the fans will hate me, and all the other guys in the dressing room will hate me too, because they're all still renting cars and traveling coach. So a decision was made that day. And I guess the rest, as they say, is history. And as I agreed to take on this role, in walks somebody with a pile of money. And they count out several $1,000s in brand new $100 bills. They said, Ted, that limousine outside, you and your wife go climb in that limousine. It's taking you to Manhattan. We've got your reservations at the Helmsley Palace, and tickets for any Broadway show you want to see, and anywhere else you want to go, and anything else you want to do. Go start living the life of the $1 Million Man. Wow. Wow. I got in that limousine and I looked at my wife and I said, honey, you're not going to believe this. Boy, did our ship just come in. There are so many things. There are so many things as I think about that run through my mind. It has been the most incredible journey. I feel so fortunate to have been chosen to be this guy. And as I think about that, and I think about all those who helped me get there, who helped me be here tonight, I'm talking about guys like Dick Murdoch, Killer Carl Cox, Jack and Gerald Briscoe, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And one of my favorite friends, Terry Funk, who's been a mentor to me throughout my career. And a very special place for a gentleman sitting here tonight. Harley, where are you? Harley Race, the man who attempted to save my father's life the night he had a heart attack in the ring and died. This same man, approximately 10 years later, gave me my first major main event as I wrestled him in the Kiel Auditorium in front of a packed house for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And Ted DiBiase was on his way. Harley, I love you. Thank you so much. And I certainly have to thank my wife. Melanie, where are you? Hey, honey.
Hi, baby.
When you and I got married, you were 20 years old. And I was almost 27. Some said I robbed the cradle. But then you waited 12 years for me to grow up. You persevered. You put up with a lot of garbage you didn't have to put up with. You forgave me for a lot, and you gave me a second chance. And I'll never forget you for it. You're my rock. And Certainly I must thank Almighty God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For if it weren't for His grace and mercy and love in my life, I don't believe I'd be here today. Which brings to mind something else that I was thankful for. Another story of the $1 Million Man. I don't think you can talk about the $1 Million Man without at least mentioning Virgil. Another intricate part of this character, Virgil, who, as far as the public was concerned, was my manservant, my bodyguard. You know, the $1 Million Man, he abused everybody, including Virgil. Virgil opened the doors and drove the cars and carried the bags. And so one night we fly into Atlanta, Georgia. I always carried this belt in a gold Halliburton briefcase. Easy there, fella. And we go to baggage claim, and I set the briefcase down, and the bags come, and Virgil does what Virgil's supposed to do. He picks up the bags, he loads them in the limo, and off to the Marriott downtown Atlanta we go. We check into the hotel, and we're about to go to our separate rooms, and I look and I go, Virgil, you've got the briefcase, right? And then all of a sudden you see that deer in the headlights look. And I went, oh my God. And I raced out the door and I jumped back in that limousine and I told that driver, I said, you get to the Atlanta airport as fast as you can. I don't care if you get a ticket. I'm the $1 Million Man and I'll pay for it. So we pull up to baggage claim and I run in there and there's the carousel. Carousel number 6, I'll never forget it. No briefcase. My heart begins to sink. So I go to baggage claim Delta. I said, pal, you didn't happen to find a gold Halliburton briefcase at Carousel 6, did you? And he reaches down very slowly and he picks it up and he sets it there and he goes, pal, it's Friday night in Atlanta. You have no idea how lucky you are. With that, I opened the briefcase, I spun it around, and I said, no, buddy, you don't have any idea how lucky I am. Wow, what a moment. And of course, there's so many others, so many stories I could tell. A lot of other guys sitting right here that went down that road with me. Arn Anderson, Ricky Steamboat, Steve Kern. Guys, I'm thankful to all of you. And to you, the new, young superstars in the WWE. Let me share this with you. Some words that my father shared with me and that I've passed on to my boys. My dad told me this. He said, son, if you're willing to work hard, persevere, and pay the price, you can be anything you want to be in life. And don't ever go after anything that you are not passionate about. And you cannot make it in the WWE without being passionate about what you're doing. So I say to you, the new stars of the WWE, be passionate about what you do. Persevere, work hard, and live your life with integrity. It's not always the greatest talented person that gets the job. It's the guy that's the most dependable and that has the biggest heart. This is one of those moments in my life when I wish my dad were here. And I think that he would pat me on the back and he would say, job well done. I'm proud of you, son. There's nothing more that I ever wanted. Last and certainly not least, I have to thank you, the fans of the WWE, the WWE Universe, for there is no greater fans in all the world than the WWE Universe. The most loyal in any form of entertainment. So to all of you, thank you so much for this night and this moment. But there's one last thing before I go. Just in case there's any doubt left in your mind that what I have said for so many years is true. If you doubt it any way, shape, or form, that you don't have a price and that you can't be bought. If you don't think that I can't get you to dribble a basketball or do push-ups or jump out of your seat tonight or grovel for my money, then I guess I'm just gonna have to prove it to you one more time. Because you see, everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man. Fellas, let the money rain.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay. 'Cause the $1 Million Man